Evening, everybody. I've just been watching the webinar produced by NHS England with regards to the dental profession. Not quite sure where I stand with it. Not quite sure I learnt a great deal from it. They will be, or they have recorded it, so it will be available to the rest of you so that haven't seen it. For us to kind of go over again and see if there was anything that we missed. Some areas that kind of highlighted itself for me was obviously the urgent dental care hubs. They're not quite up and running yet, but you still can't see patients face to face. They're telling you not to see patients face to face. The triage of the 3As must still stand. But then she did say that if you did see patients with that you felt needed to be seen, that you kind of can go along and do that as long as you're following the risk assessments that has been done on that patient, but only if there's you're not using any aerosol generating procedures. Anything that does use aerosol generating procedures must go to one of these hubs, which haven't quite been set up yet. So it's quite difficult for practice owners to deal with patients that are in pain at the moment, which is, you know, we're in a profession that all we want to do is help our patients, and at the moment we're not being able to, which is very, very difficult, very frustrating. They did look at the issue with mixed and NHS practices, and they said that they thought they'd made it clear, but they obviously hadn't, and that when they talk about mixed and NHS practice, about redeployment, it's only the NHS proportionate business only. Again, still doesn't make much sense to me. If you are 50% NHS, does that mean only 50% of your staff are eligible to be redeployed? So again, there's still a lot of questions, but next week they say they're putting out a fourth letter that has an updated SOPs, so hopefully there'll be further explanation and guidance on where we should be going with this. Yeah, I'm not quite sure that we learned a great deal with this. It was good to see that she is still around and her team is still around. I was a bit concerned that she felt that they were there to actually do things and not necessarily talk. I would disagree with that. I think we need to see a lot more and hear a lot more from them. But yes, good thing was there was 10,397 people that actually dialed into this webinar, which was amazing. And I think obviously people will go back into it again and listen to what she has to say. What CDO, this is the CDO, Sarah Hurley. It was only pertaining to England, and she did recognise the fact that the advice that has been given from England has been slower than the devolved countries, but she felt that that was because there were a lot more hoops to go through, as in the system in which she has to put up the chain with the advice that she wants to give out, has to go through a few more departments before it can actually go out. But anyway, hopefully have a look at it. It will be on the NHS website, and kind of see what you think. As I said, I'm not completely sure that I learned a great deal from it, but it was good to actually see the people that are giving this guidance.